figures of him placed in church alcoves. He always looks the same, robed and standing on the large stones, golden keys to the church in his hand. But in the Bible, where my baptism is recorded, and where my mother scratched out the record of my parents' wedding, there's a picture of St. Peter's crucifixion, of the Roman soldiers lifting the cross upside down because he refused to die the way his master had. I picture him, though, the day after Christ's death, his guilt and remorse, thinking of his wife, miles away, celebrating the Passover alone, and how he hadn't thought of her for so long. Really, I'm thinking of my father as I never knew him, living alone in his studio and trying to sleep without my mother, wanting a forgiveness he'd never asked for, wanting, at least, his childhood dog that jumped in bed each night and licked his sulky face while he said no, no. Does he think this is penance? Did he pray then, staring at the dark ceiling and the patch of streetlight creeping through the drawn blind, for sleep, for sin? A record spinning on the stereo the way there's always a record spinning. Pop and hiss. The way physics tells us the universe is spinning, radio waves and microwaves and remnant light. Numerous dimensions so that Peter and his cell happens simultaneously with my father's longing or my own, or happens again and again when we think about it. So when the priest thinks about Peter while fumbling keys to enter the church and turns on its light and the church bells, his fingers on each key like a rosary, when the priest does this, Peter reestablishes his church repeatedly, and Judas kisses the belly of his last harlot goodbye, and the kid in the classroom watching this could be me, thinking about Suzette Collins or my father or my mother laughing at a priest's jokes, which means I could be 13 or 33 and stopped in the second floor of Bush Antiques on Magazine Street, New Orleans, staring at a statue of St. Pierre, red splash of, is it paint, on his wrists